Our top story tonight, explosive video of what appears to be an IMPD officer punching a Shortridge High School student in front of that school yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, the video was posted on Facebook last night. News 8's Richard Essex is following the story. He joins us now with more. Richard.
Well, the video is 26 seconds long. It starts with two IMPD officers ordering students to leave the property. The exchange between the officers and students gets heated very quickly.
Did y'all see that? The police officer just walked straight up and cold cocked that 16-year-old youth in the face. A grown-ass man walks up to a 16-year-old and just hits him in the face. Now they'll tell us, he done something. No, he didn't do it. He stood right there on the sidewalk and the police officer came up and hit him in the head and knocked him through the ground. If you were to do that to your child, the child abuse, assault, and everything else, and you can't tell the police, I didn't do it. He had it coming. If he's at my house, I brought him into the world. I take him out. No, that ain't gonna fly with the police. But the police do it, and folks want to talk about, well, there was a reason. No, there was no reason for the police to do something. That happened at Shortridge High School. The boy had been taken out of the school. His mother had came to the school, who you see in the background there. The police officer comes up and is concerned about her. Let me just read here. Student punched outside Shortridge, sued IMPD school district police, both of them. And Indianapolis Public Schools family filed a federal civil rights lawsuit Wednesday against 3 police officers. The lawsuit named Officer Robert Lawson of the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department as the law enforcement official accused of punching that youngster like you saw. The student, let's see, it alleges that the student, identified by the initials AW, believed the officer commanded him to stop and was responding by stepping forward. The student maintained his arms at his sides and made no aggressive move when Lawson punched him in the jaw. And you see that. The police officer says that he didn't punch him. He says that he smacked him. He says that he hit him with an open hand. But you can see, just like I see, that the man had his hand closed. Hit him with a fist. The police officer, according to Chief Rose, said he hit him with an open hand. He put that in his report. The video clearly shows that the police officer hit him with his fist. That means the police officer lied. He not only falsified a report, which is against the law, he lied to the chief, which is against policy, and he lied to the public. You go into the courtroom, they say if your story differs from the police's story, then the judge is going to take the police's story. Why? The police lied just like everybody else lied. And now we got proof that this police officer is lying. That makes you start questioning other police officers whether they're telling the truth. I'm telling you, you're listening to the most truthful talk show host in the business. Unbought, unbossed, and unafraid. You know, I don't really like to go to closed door meetings, but I did, and we met with Chief Brian Roach. We met with him, and he said that the police officer told him that he smacked the child with the open hand. We had the video that you saw, and we showed to him, and we done still shots, and it showed that the police officer hit him with a fist. Chief Roach, at the time that we had the meeting, had the police officer on administrative leave. When a police officer is on administrative leave, that means he's getting paid. That means he's sitting at a desk on vacation, getting paid. We told Chief Roach, no, man, that's unacceptable. Chief Roach told, well, this is what the police officer told me, that he hit him with an open hand. Well, here's the video. We gave him the screenshot. He said, can you send that to me? Because I want to be fair. We want you to be fair. But we want you to err on the side of the public, not on the side of the police. Why are you taking the police's word when we're showing you video, concrete evidence that he's lying? He didn't hit that boy with an open hand. He hit that boy with a fist. After Chief Roach saw the evidence, he said, can you give me 24 hours? That was about 6 o'clock in the evening on this past Friday. He said, yeah, we'll agree to you giving us the answer by 9 o'clock in the morning, which would have been next Saturday. 7 o'clock in the morning, we got a call. I got a call. It said that Chief Roach not only had suspended the officer without pay, but also has suggested that a criminal investigation be started. Police chief cannot charge that police officer with a crime. That is the prosecutor's job. My question, where's the prosecutor? If you had been shown a grown-ass man, me, a grown man, hitting a youngster like that, with video like that, the prosecutor would be dispatching the police to my home to come and arrest me because I have assaulted a child. Curry, Prosecutor Terry Curry, do your job. Just because the police officer is in a blue uniform doesn't mean that he is allowed to get out here and start beating up youth at a high school. Go arrest that officer. Take him to jail. Make him post bond like we would have to do. Yeah. Where is the prosecutor? I can stand with the decision that Chief Roach made. He wanted to stand with the police officer. He wanted to believe that the police officer wasn't lying. He wanted to believe that the police officer was telling the truth. But he would not go against the butt-naked truth That lie that the police officer was telling was stripped of all his clothes. And when we got through, there was nothing but the butt naked truth. And Police Chief Brian Rowe showed his integrity in this decision and suspended the officer without pay. Now we're saying, where's the prosecutor? I think that we also should ask the question, where's Mayor Halsey? There's no need to make these people go through this lawsuit. You see the evidence. Settle. Do the right thing. If you make them go through the civil process, then you are complicit in supporting police officers, grown-ass men, beating up on our children in the street. Yeah, I said, I'm telling you, you're listening to the most truthful talk show host in the business. Unbossed, and unafraid of the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the butt naked truth. I was at the press conference that the family held today concerning this incident. Pull that up. The press conference. Either one of them, one or two. And the lawyer, was saying that they have filed this federal suit. And when you file this federal suit, this is the actual paper that was filed. It says that the facts of the case is on or about August 29th, 2019. AW, which is the child, and his cousin, BP, were attending high school classes at the short. Officer Doe and Officer Rowe, because they don't know the name of the officer, are assigned by IPS to provide police protection at short. During the afternoon, passing period on August 29th, a conflict arose, and a number of students attacked AW in the interior hall of Sheffield. BP, who is related to AW, observed the attack and attempted to intervene on behalf of his relatives.
Safe environments that a child could be, and that is at the school building. And then to be assaulted and disregarded by administrators and local law enforcement was an even more egregious affront to what we should expect from our community leaders.
The school to say that there was something going on. When she got there and complained, the police officers said that they were going to arrest her. In the video, you see her walk away from the police. AW hears the police says you're under arrest, and so he goes to be arrested. And as he goes to step forward to be arrested, that's where you see the police officer hit him in the mouth, upside the head. Woo! A grown-ass man hits a child because he is doing what he thought the police officer told him to do. And then the police officer goes and lies not only on his report, but to the police chief and tells him that he pushed the boy with an open hand. That's a lie. And that ain't even a well-dressed lie, especially when you got video evidence saying it's a lie. The police chief has done his job. He suspended it. And the man should be fired. Prosecutor Terry, do your job. The man should be charged, put in jail, and tried for assault on a human being and assault on a child. I'm telling you, I'm involved. You're listening to the most truthful talk show host in America. And not only has the police chief done his job and the prosecutor needs to do his job, the mayor got to do his job. Really locked up. The mayor needs to settle the suit. Mayor Joe Hogg said, do the right thing. Settle the suit. Don't take this family through no more than what they have to go through. Settle the suit. I am tired of these police lying. And we know that they lying. We see that they're lying. And we see that we cannot put credence in their word. I'm concerned because now you can't tell whether they lying, telling the truth. Where does the truth lie? Did y'all see where there was another chase by IMPD out on the east side, out there in 42nd Street, out there in the same area that D. Ross's brother was chased? Now the police said that he ran a stop sign and he was chased, and they quit the chase, and he ran into a tree. Can you believe that? With the police on video telling this lie about he open hand slapped this young man, told the police chief a lie, put it in his report, another lie. How can we trust the police words to be true? This guy, Dylan Fortner, 18 years old, runs from the police, hits a tree, and again, this is it's so much mirrors the death of D. Ross's brother. They were called to the 42nd and Post Road for a narcotics complaint. In the process, they saw an unrelated vehicle violate a traffic law. This is supposedly the same story, the exact same story that they put forth when you talk about D. Ross's brother. And it ends the same way. They chase this person. He hits a tree, winds up dead. But the question is, why didn't they treat him like a barricaded subject as they treated D. Ross's brother? Why didn't they call the SWAT team to come and bring out AR-15s and a flashbang grenade to get his attention? Why did they have 20 police cars come on the scene for D. Ross and hardly any come on the scene, especially not the SWAT team? Don't blow no grenade. Why? Could it be that this guy is white and not the brother of D. Ross, who is shaking up the political scene by running as an independent? Yeah, I'm telling you, you listening to the most truthful talk show host in the business. Unbound, and unafraid. I'm saying Chief Roach, just like that officer in Shortridge lied, these officers might be lying. There may not have been a traffic stop. It may not have been that they stopped the pursuit. Something else might have been going on. They might have been the ones selling the narcotics and the deal went bad. I don't know, but I know one thing, that the police be lying. Chief Rose, do your job. Just like you saw that your police officers err on the side of the public. Don't err on the side of the police. Err on the side of the police, or of the public. The police lie. They might be lying. Take them off the road. See, in my humble opinion, when you talk about the street cop, he shouldn't be on. He shows he ain't got good sense and makes bad judgment, chasing people for it, running a stop sign. The police say that they have a policy on high-speed chases. If they have a policy, and they say that they and now Chief, this is your second in command. This is Randall Taylor, who was at the meeting with you and who agreed with you after we showed you the evidence that the police was lying. Randall, you ain't lying, are you? You tell me that you had a policy that you put in place in 2007. That's 12 years ago. And you telling me that you have not completed the policy 12 years later? That just don't sound true. How long were you even in the force or in your position as deputy commander 12 years ago? I know Chief Rose wasn't the chief, so it took you 12 years to come up and finalize a policy that you telling the public that is not finalized yet. And this policy is causing the death of people for running a stop sign. Yeah, they should have stopped. I agree, I would have stopped. But they didn't. And so they didn't stop for the stop sign. That's a major offense. If you run a stop sign, then we can put you in jail. No. You can't go to jail for running a stop sign. You get a ticket. You get a fine. And you're going to have police officers chasing people for a traffic violation? Ah! And you say that's the policy. You say that's the policy. According to IMPD's general orders for vehicle pursuit driving shall only be permitted in the following circumstances. On-site pursuit of a person who has committed, is committing, or is about to commit a felony. All right? Felony is made. That could be murder. That could be robbery. That could be assault, like a grown man hitting a 16-year-old who's at school. Yeah, that police officer should have been chased. And what gets me is the police officer that was with him didn't say a word. I wonder if she and the other two signed off on the police report to say that's what's happened. If they didn't, then they are complicit in this crime that the police officers say. Your policy says that they can chase people on site pursuit of a traffic offense or misdemeanor violator when the violation has been witnessed by the pursuing officer. Don't be chasing people. Change that policy. It done took you 12 years to come up with that, and you're going to tell me that you have a policy to chase people for a traffic violation? Stop it! That's ludicrous. Stop it. Take that out of the policy. Let me help you. Let me help you finalize the policy. And then you tell folks that you're not going to let the public know what the policy is until you train the officers. Now, it's taking you 12 years, Chief wrote, Chief Randall. 12 years to finalize the policy, and now you're going to keep the policy secret until you train the police officers. Well, what have you been doing for 12 years? You done had a policy for 12 years, not finalized, and you ain't done no training? That just don't sound like the truth. Chief, are you telling me that the culture from the top is to lead the public astray of the truth? Is that the reason why the cop on the street says, well, I can tell a lie because top brass tell a lie? Everybody lied to the public. I'll get away with it. They gonna support me. They gonna err on the side of my story, not on the side of the police. That culture has got to change. It's got to change. And then they say that a police officer can chase somebody when ordered by a ranking officer to do so. That's not good policy. That is not good policy in no way, shape, form, nor fashion. Stop it. When you look at, the police chase between D. Ross's brother, put that white boy up there. Pretty much. Yeah, I got it. I did. The only reason why that I can see that the SWAT team wasn't called out for him as opposed to the SWAT team being called out for D. Ross's brother is that he was white. Police said that there was a narcotics investigation going on, which wasn't of D. Ross. They saw him run a stop sign. They chased him. White boy out in the same area. Police says that there is a narcotics investigation going on. It wasn't about him. He does some kind of traffic violation. They chase. Both of them end up hitting a tree, killing themselves. Even though it looks like the impact of this boy killed him. The impact of D. Ross's brother did not kill him. What killed him is the police calling the SWAT team, setting off the grenade, and allowing the boy to sit up in the car and die. Chief Rose, we can have that. Look like that's what the concerned clergy at their last meeting, that looks like what they call systemic racism. That system has got to change. And we're going to push for it to change. Those people, the mayor was there. The guy running for mayor, Jim Merritt, was there. And there was a number of preachers there. That culture has got to change. It's causing the death of people for a traffic violation. Why did they run? They were scared. If you saw how the police done ran up on a youngster and hit him in the head like that police officer Lawson ran up on AW and hit him in the, you'd be scared. There's a lot of fear, and what you're seeing is the fear crosses racial lines. It's got your chase policy has got to stop. You're allowing police to lie to you and you're accepting their lies as the truth. It's got to stop. And we're going to struggle to stop. Blessed are those who struggle, for oppression is worse than the grave. It's much more noble to fight the police and stop them from lying, to stop a policy that allows the police to chase someone for a traffic violation. It's much more noble to fight that ignorance than to live and die in sin. You've been listening to Elder Mmoja, you know, hope for happy, make it true. The most truthful talk show host in the business. Unbossed, understood of the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but bud naked truth. You know I don't have one question. You ready? Can